Positive thinking is the idea that you can change your life by thinking positively about things. This idea can sound a bit soft and fluffy, which is something of a problem for many people who recognize that just thinking good thoughts won't change the world and therefore discard the whole idea. However, research shows that positive thinking really does have a scientific basis. You can't change the world, but you can change how you perceive it and how you react to it. And that can change the way that you feel about yourself and others, which can in turn have a huge effect on your well-being. Welcome to Puzzle Academy, the place where we can help you to build the pieces to the puzzle of success. Thanks for choosing to spend time with us today. If you are new here, we are happy to welcome you. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at puzzleacademy.learn. Here are quick tips to enable positive thinking. Number 1. Gain control of yourself. Do not be critical of yourself to others. Whilst it can be useful to confide your concern to someone you trust, telling the world is something else. Be kind to yourself. Make a list of your good qualities and believe them. Believe in yourself. Number 2. Don't be a complainer. By being negative, you can isolate yourself from others and cut yourself off from positive solutions to problems. Number 3. Learn to relax. Allow time for yourself each day. If only for a few minutes, it is important to find time to relax and unwind. And the number 4. Congratulate yourself on a job or task well done. And perhaps tell a friend. Justified praise is a good boost to morale. Number 5. Boost your own morale. Treat yourself every now and again, especially if you have overcome a problem or made a personal achievement. Number 6. Learn to channel nerves and tension positively. When you are nervous, adrenaline is pumped through the body and you feel more keyed up and alert. This extra energy can be used to good effect, enabling you to communicate with greater enthusiasm and intensity, for example. And for the last quick tip, learn to be assertive. Stand up for what you believe in and do not be pressured by others. To understand the effect of positive thinking, it's helpful to think about negative thinking first. Most negative emotions, such as fear or anger, are designed to help with survival. They cause us to take swift and effective action to save ourselves from whatever is threatening us. This means that they also prevent us from being distracted by other things around us. So far so good in survival terms. If there's a bear standing in front of you, you don't want to stop to pick flowers. But negative thinking is not so great in more modern settings. If you've got a lot to do and you're worried that you won't get it all done, the last thing you need is for your brain to shut down and focus only on how long your to-do list has got. Negative thinking is a habit, something you can train your brain to avoid. Constant negative thinking can make you much more likely to be stressed and can lead to more serious problems like depression. Warning: don't force it. Positive thinking is good, but you should not try to use it to block out everything negative that happens in your life. Sometimes bad stuff happens, and you will feel down about it. It's no good pretending that you don't, because forced positive thinking can be counterproductive. What you need to avoid is the developing disaster scenario. That my life is a total disaster tape that plays in your head. The best way to do that is not to tell yourself that your life is perfect. Instead, you need to recognize what has gone wrong but set it in context. For example, yes, I'm having a bad day, but tomorrow will be better. I will go home now and I will be able to think of a solution to the problem in the morning when I am less tired. If you think about positive thinking as being happy, it is much easier to work out what you should do to develop habits based on it. For example, what do you like doing? And with whom do you like spending time? Research shows that there are 3 very good ways to build positive thinking skills. The first one is meditation. People who meditate every day show more positive thinking than those who do not. Is that the meditation causing the positive thinking, or just having time to think? It's hard to tell, but it's also hard to argue with the science. People who meditate tend to show more mindfulness or ability to live in the present, which is also associated with positive thinking. The second one is writing. A group of undergraduates were asked to write about an intensely positive experience every day for 3 days. Amazingly, they had better moods and better physical health afterwards, and the effect lasted for quite a long time. This is a pretty easy thing to do. You could, for example, write a blog focusing on positive experiences or keep a diary. And lastly, the third one is play. It's important to make time for yourself to have fun. Sometimes you might need to actually put it into your diary to force yourself to make that time. Whether it's to meet a friend or for a coffee, or go out for a walk or a bike ride. And before we end, let's talk about a virtuous cycle. Happy people, those with a positive outlook on life, are not just happier, but also seem to achieve much more. While success may lead to happiness, there is very little question that happiness also leads to success. Finding time to be positive about your life and to do the things that make you feel positive emotions like happiness is vital to helping you to develop skills and grow as a person. With that, thank you for giving yourself a moment to relearn this personal skill. I hope you learned something. For you to continue this journey, we handpicked the next quest for you to be guided.